Hey everybody, welcome back to another Friday night. It's good to see everybody falling in and getting in here. We'll give everybody a little bit more. Um, Man, it's all I'm always looking forward to it. Always exciting to see you guys. I figured I would be hanging out with you guys live and in person, but plans change and things happen outside of our control, and I guess we can address that. But overall, how are you guys doing tonight, Kip?
I'm doing great, man. Like I said, I love getting on here with y'all on Friday nights. It's awesome for more than one reason. Because for one, we get together and everything, and also it's the start of the weekend, and I don't have to work tomorrow, and it's fun. We've got a day planned tomorrow to go take my daughter to the park and everything, and go have fun with her. And honestly, before Carnivore, I didn't even have the energy to go do stuff like that. So I've got a lot to be thankful for to be able to get out and enjoy life with my family. So yeah, I'm doing great. What about you, Dave?
Looking forward to a great weekend again, starting, as you mentioned, starting with this live stream. And then we've got my daughter's ballet recital coming up tomorrow, which I'm really excited about. And then she's got a sports day on Monday. And then I'm off to Australia. So a lot of things happening. So, Larry, how about you? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Everybody watching wherever you're at. Glad you guys are here. And yeah, before the live started, we were all cutting up, having a good time. I was it's like, oh, we
Yeah.
better get going live. So it's always good to hang out with these guys. And for those of you watching our channel, Cassie and I are feeling a lot better. Got some activity under our belts today, and it's good to be here with all of you.
Absolutely, absolutely. Good to see you guys. I've been doing the same thing, man. Whenever I like noticed your video that talking about because we're obviously supposed to be at Palooza. Looking forward to that. Making plans. At first, I couldn't go. Then I made plans to go, and then you got sick. And the day your video come out, my son's been at home all week too, and I was like, no big deal because I normally don't ever get sick. And then I went to bed the other night and like something had crawled up in my back and sitting on my chest, man. And it has been one thing after that. I was telling y'all about getting dizzy, just sitting staring for long enough time. I had been doing my workout though, and I did want to mention that. Did you? How much working out, moving around did you do when you were sick, man? Because doing my workouts every day, as bad as I don't want to do them, they really like I feel good when I'm doing them, man, and I
Yeah.
feel like I'm getting better faster or something. What
Well, when
about
I
you?
the we for 2 days I was in bed. When
Yeah,
a fever of 101, 102, and yesterday was much better, and then today was even. Didn't do any working out, but like today I worked in the garage all day, um, getting that tightened up and deep clean. And
mm-hmm.
Cassie was out cutting the grass, so we were both outside today and just hanging out. So it was good to actually really feel better. People ask, "Hey, you doing all right, Larry?" It's like, yeah, I'm feeling better, but really you're still feeling like crap. But today we
Yeah,
felt a lot better. So, but I,
that's
I didn't go
awesome.
out like work out. I'm not on that crazy challenge like you. So
Oh, listen, man, I can assure you, I had to have some very I don't know if the right what the right word is, not nice conversations with myself about going out there and doing it because I was like, man, you're sick, you don't feel good. My arms are heavy and stuff like that. It's weird, the body aches and whatnot. But I'm like, I'm not gonna let some bull crap like that be the reason I got to start over from the challenge. So, yeah, absolutely. I still been doing that, but it's taking about all the energy I got. I do want to say, all you guys that did make it up to Keto Palooza, I know you guys are having fun. Take lots of pictures. I'm pretty sure Ground Beef Guy made it. He texted me a while ago and said that he had arrived up there. So, Randy, man, I hope you're listening and I hope you have a good time while you're up there. Give a lot of hugs, shake a lot of hands, and you guys have a great time. Next year, we're going to be rocking it too. Hopefully. Cross fingers.
right.
I hope to be able to go next year too. I kind of wanted to go this year, but it just didn't work out. I had to go see the lovely Carnivore Quest crew, And then I was like, I don't need to do 2 trips back to back this year because I didn't have enough time to plan for it. But I think next year, if I plan it out right, I might be able to make both if they have it again.
Right.
Nice.
It'd be nice. It'd be nice if I could get over there as well.
I know.
Yeah, we
Well,
gotta
I'll try
put
and do
you in
that.
somebody's luggage, Dave, or something, because we got to get you over here.
As a
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Whenever you show up, we'll have a party plan. How about that?
There you go.
Sounds good.
That's what
Sounds
we'll do.
good.
You just let us know you're on the way. We'll have time to prepare all the meat while you're flying.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it'd be
Nice.
fun,
So-
man. That'd be awesome.
Just if I could just jump in and say, guys, as you come in, please make sure you smack that like button, and that'll bring more people in to, share the love with us.
Absolutely. Hit the like button, hit the share button. And if you do happen to have a question yourself, if you're new here, we want to welcome you too. If you have a question, you can throw it in the chat. Just put a Q by it so that we'll be on the lookout for it. And we'll get to those too. More than happy to answer questions if anybody has any. If not, we can just have a good old regular discussion with you all. That'd be fun too.
Yeah, one thing I did the last couple of days that I hadn't done in a while is watched a lot of news. Man, this world's going crazy.
Oh, really?
I mean,
I ain't been that sick.
I mean, just everything going on. It's been a while since I sat down and actually, me and Cassie watch independent news. We really don't watch mainstream media, but it's crazy, man. There's everything going on, just politically. It's nuts. Dave, I think we're all moving to Japan.
Well, see, that's one good thing about living in Japan is you feel a little bit isolated. I mean, of course, there's the internet, the news is available to everybody, but because everyone around you is speaking Japanese, you just kind of shut off and you just forget about what's happening, So it's like blissful ignorance the whole time. It's awesome.
That's interesting. Yeah, very cool. I usually do a good job of staying away from that stuff for the most part, but like I said, I had some downtime the last couple of days, and it's like, wow.
I
Anyway.
can't honestly.
I try my best not to watch it because sometimes I catch myself watching it too, the news and everything. But I mean, it's sad that I love living in this country. I'm blessed to live here, but at the same time, watching all the different stuff on news, sometimes it gets you down and gets you depressed and things like that. Or me personally, because seeing all the different things that go on, it's always negative. And on the news, because that's what they like to highlight anyway. They don't like to talk about good things that happen. They talk about bad things that happen. So I try sometimes to just stay away from it. But every now and then there's just a story that's just so good. I'm like, man, I got to check this out.
Well, man, it's just like all they do is fight. It's just run the damn country. You know what I mean? I mean, just run the country. Treat it as a business. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah. It's like it's almost like the same thing keeps happening over and over, and I'm like, man, I know it's cliche as it can be, but I've heard since I was old enough to hear, I guess. Man, and then my mind goes blank on me. We started talking about politicians. That's what it was. I don't know. I just look for where I get my hope from, man. And I know it doesn't matter what side of the aisle they're on. It doesn't matter what they're doing. None of them done very much to make a difference in any direction as far as that goes. And the people who really hold the power are the people sitting here watching this show with us, you guys. That's who's going to make the real difference. Whenever I used to watch the news and just think that the next guy coming up was going to be able to do something, man, and I still would like to think that, but honestly, I know the power and potential that each individual citizen together can make, man, and that's going to be a bigger impact. That's why I think even this message right here that we're doing, it's doing that same thing, spreading and changing, making a real change in people's lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Well said.
I mean, I agree with you,
And
100%. But in a couple weeks, they might outlaw carnivore. Me and you are in jail.
yeah, that's true too.
It's just nuts, man.
No,
This stuff going on.
I'm vegan. I'm vegan.
Oh, are you? Well, that'll be illegal the following week.
Yeah.
Then you'll be thrown in jail without a trial, or
Oh yeah,
But you're right,
yeah.
Sean. People have the power, but I think people have forgotten that.
That's what
That's
I'm
crazy.
saying though. That's why they if people understand they had the power, they wouldn't continuously choose to live defeated lives like that.
Yeah,
They don't have to.
I
It's
think there's
all
an
an
awakening.
awakening.
Right, there's an awakening going on because, like, now, just like in the United States, nationally, people are getting involved in their children's education again.
Hmm.
It's like for a decade or two, parents just kind of got lazy, and didn't know what was going on in the schools, and now they're getting involved again, and that's where it's got
Yeah.
to start, at the grassroots. So,
Hmm.
I believe me, I'm not without hope. It's just
Oh
like the
no,
last two.
no. I just
Yeah,
yeah, I agree with
right.
you
Just the
hundred
last two
percent.
days, I was just like, damn.
Yeah,
But
I like the guy that I used to listen to Rush, man, and like Rush, I don't know, he had a lot of good stuff. Him and Russ Castle before he died quite a number of years back. I used to listen to him all the time. Talk radio, just listen to see what them guys was talking about. But I don't know, man. I like listening to different sides of it just because I like understanding. But like when you break it down, you know, I don't think anybody's freaking. You got me off on a political kick today. Now,
yeah, yeah.
I don't think
Enter
any.
it at
I
your
don't
own
think.
risk.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm not going any more into politics. Everybody knows where I stand. Come see us Tuesday. I'll have the Texas boys on here, and I'm looking forward to that conversation.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, man, it'd be awesome.
Nice.
We do have some questions. I've been like just talking right over, just chatting and having a good time. Y'all have to forgive me.
That's what it's all about.
Uh, yeah, man. So, Dharma Dreams, Dave, are you a featured speaker at Low Carb Down Under? We'll go talk
Oh, so no,
live
I'm not a
stream and
featured
recording.
speaker. I'm not a featured speaker. I am just an attendee. Um, but they are going to live stream the whole thing. So I think you can purchase on their website. You can purchase live stream tickets, and it's much cheaper than attending in person. So you can watch the whole thing via live stream, and then you can watch the follow ups after that. So it's lowcarbdownunder.com.au, I think.
Is carnivore like super big in Australia? I know you've said it's not in Japan, but how about Australia?
Bigger than I thought. You know, they've got there's a Aussie Carnivores Facebook group that's got nearly 10,000 members, I think, and you know, I'm gonna be in Sydney for those few days, and then one of the nights we've got a carnivore meetup, and we're gonna go out and get steaks and stuff. So that's gonna be great.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of folks from Australia. I mean, what I notice is most of the people that I conversate with that I've noticed is the U.S. You've got Canada, and then you got Australia, and that's the three. And Europe, you're not UK too, but like those are the main hot spots for people from what I see. Like there's
Mm.
a handful of outliers that I see, but not a lot. But maybe
Yeah,
you
Mm.
guys can
I would
speak
say
more
like
to that.
I'd say like our subscribers on Carnivore Quest, it's UK and Australia. As far
Mm.
as internationally, those are the two countries. So
Mm.
Hmm. So
So I'd like to be speaking, but not this time.
Yeah, I know we're mad. We need to file a complaint with them because I mean they need to let Dave speak.
I would.
let Dave speak. Oh, John, anyone listen to Dr. Chafee's debate with Dr. Nicaragua?
I didn't see that.
I haven't, man. The last debate I watched with Chafee was him talking with Saladino.
Mm.
I have not seen it.
I'm sure it's
Is
good
Dr.
though.
Nagra a plant-based doctor, I guess?
Yeah, I think that's the guy. And maybe the other one that I'm thinking about. But yeah, unless there's a new one.
Hmm.
I mean, Chafee debate. He has so many different debates, man. He's really good at it too. I enjoyed it. So no, we'll have to check it out.
I
If we
seen the
hadn't seen
one that you were talking about with him and Saladino, and
Yeah.
well, I didn't see all of it. I seen like the first half of it, and then life happened, and I got busy.
So you
Like,
one of those, huh?
yeah, I got busy, man. But from what I seen, it was pretty cordial, and they were both handling each other and being respectful, even though they don't fully agree with each other.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's
Mm.
adults, right? You know.
Wish everybody was that way.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, and that's the thing, man. There's a way of handling stuff. That's like this. Not two people are not going to agree. Every two person or not. It's just not going to happen. But you can agree to disagree and get along, and both of you can learn something and grow from it.
Mm.
Dave,
I mean,
oh, I'm sorry, Sean.
no,
I
man.
was going to ask Dave real quick. Do they allow
Mm.
firearms in Japan? I I was thinking about this earlier while I was cleaning the garage. I was going to ask you tonight.
Um, as far I don't know the intricacies of the law, but as far as I'm aware, like it's you can get a license, but you have to pass like so many tests to get the license to
Yeah.
like be a hunter or something here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Kind of random there, but it just popped into my head because I was thinking about it earlier. Whenever I meet somebody that lives in a different country, I'll ask them a few questions like that. What about
Yeah.
you, Kip? Guns legal down there, man?
Couldn't say if you can't have guns there, I ain't going.
A better question would be, how far is the furthest gun away from you right now?
There's more guns than people in the U.S.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Like honestly, I mean that's just
Wow.
I don't know, man. It's crazy to think about. I assume everybody lives the way I live. Like I don't know, like that's just how I view it though. There's like at least 3 guns within arm's reach of where I am right now. Like I don't know, man. And all of them are in a safe spot, but I don't know, man. That's just how I grew up.
It makes me sleep good at night.
Kip's like, mine's right here. He's like,
I sleep real good at night.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
yeah. Between the dogs and our guns, I sleep very well.
Well, that's the thing though, man. Like I'm used to like there's bears that live in the woods beside the house. I keep forgetting
Right.
about that. Like I hear people talking about wild game and bear, and different animals in the city, and they're like, well, how will you get some of these things or whatever exotic meats or whatever? I'm like, man, we just go in the woods. If you want a bear, it's easy to get.
Yeah.
Like what? Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway.
It was good stuff, man. I told y'all I was loopy headed from being dizzy all day. Oh, carnivorous dude. Have you ever seen my carnivore shorts? I have not that I'm aware of. I may have though. I've seen so many. I need 425 more subscribers before October ends. Love you guys. Well,
Right on.
I was watching some of them yesterday, Edmund.
Very cool.
They're good. Edmund's been carnivore for a few months now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll check him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. I'm not saying I hadn't, dude. It's hard for me to keep up with my own videos. I'm not even making any now.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I kind of stayed away this last couple of days from all like carnivore content. You know, even our social media. I mean, I stayed out of our group, off of Instagram, and just chilled. You know,
Yeah.
then I get sucked in by the news. But so yeah, I'll definitely check it out. His name's Edmund.
Yeah,
Ed, oh, Dave's buffering.
the channel is Carnivorous Dude.
Right. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool.
Hmm.
You don't
Yes.
realize until you have a channel and you run a channel week in and week out how important those breaks from everything really is. I didn't realize when I got into it like how much work goes into it, and like it's eye opening. It's more than what most people realize for sure.
Oh yeah, no doubt. But definitely 425 more subscribers before October ends. Like that's definitely possible, man. There's like 200 on here, so if all of them go subscribe, you got some right there, bro. So it could happen, definitely. Um,
Dang, Dave, something happened to Dave. They heard him talking about guns in Japan.
I know he got somebody, the law, that knocked on his door. Where are these friends at of yours? That one's in South Carolina. That one's in Alabama. That one's in South Carolina. Oh, you hanging out with a bunch of Southern boys? That's what's wrong with you.
Dragging him away in cuffs.
I know. What can you do? I actually heard about that. Well, what was the game? Was it Doctor Disrespect or something? One of those guys that happened to one of the
I don't
gamers
know. I can see it.
online.
I don't. I'm not familiar
What?
with it.
Yeah, one of the gamers would like had a thing where he got like somebody called the law on him while he was streaming, and they like came in and like took him out
Oh,
in cuffs.
yeah. While his
He
live was
got
going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
while his live stream was going on. I was like,
There,
that's about right.
there's a name for that. I forget what it is. When somebody calls the police on you like that, I forget
Oh
what it
yeah,
is. Yeah.
swatting. It's
Oh, there
called
you go.
swatting. Yeah, swatting
Yeah,
somebody.
I've heard Tim Pool talk about that.
This
Yeah,
guy,
that's
the carnivorous dude, I can't find his channel whenever I searched it. Maybe
Yeah,
he'll.
that's what somebody was saying in the chat, and that happens when your channel's small. You
hmm
can't even find it when you type in the name. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
sucks.
Sorry, guys.
Oh,
Well,
he's
and
back.
talking about the law, we were talking about the law, Dave, and nevertheless, getting a law called or whatever. I was actually out doing my workout, and I walked by the church by my house. Well, somebody called the law and was like, "There's this guy out here, and apparently he's on drugs and a yellow hoodie and just." I had my earplugs. I did have a yellow shirt on. I had my earplugs in, so I didn't hear anything. And I walked down behind the back of the church, and the officer came in behind me. Well, you don't never expect anything to be back there, right? I mean, I'm back in the backwoods of South Carolina in the back street churches, and it's like a big hill, and you can barely get a car around the back there. So I didn't expect anybody to be back there. Plus, I'm just listening to my music and doing my thing, walking around the hills. I turn like something catches my eye, and I look up around like that, and the police cruiser's right behind me. I'm like, oh snap, you know. And come to find out, somebody thought I was up there messing around and called the
Well,
police on me.
so just reported you, so the cops are out there.
Yeah. Which is odd because, like I said, I've been living in this house, and it's within. I can see that my house from where the church is. Like I know everybody on my block. Like I know who they are. Even if I don't know their name, I've seen you for 20 something years. So somebody was so concerned though that there was somebody on drugs up here walking around the church for 45 minutes twice a day. They called the police on me, and he come out here and was like questioning me. But they're awesome
Wow.
around here, man. Like I actually went to church with a guy for 25 years. It's funny that he's the one who showed up, but nevertheless, I mean, it just happened to be him. It was good to see him, though.
In their defense, you don't look like the same guy that they knew, so they could have thought you was a totally different.
Yeah, that's true.
You look totally different, man.
Or they'd be like, man, that guy, how did he lose 250 pounds? I think you're, doing a little white powder.
Oh yeah,
He's got to be
I
on
know, right?
something.
It's crazy. I hadn't seen a lot of them folks in forever. I mean, some of them tune in here, man, but yeah, man, it's cool though.
Sean tried to get me arrested whenever I was up there at his house.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, we went for a walk, and he about killed me walking on them hills, because where I live in South Alabama, it's really flat, and the ground is all level because we're close to the sea level, and so there's not any mountains or anything. And well, we was walking up there, and he had me walking on hills, and I was like, dude, you burning my legs up, man. Well, next thing you know, this cop pulls up but behind us or whatever while we was walking, and he's like, hey guys, do me a favor and get out the road. And I'm like, me and Sean's just looking at each other like, for real? And but I mean, we was nice and we was polite and we got out the road and everything. But like we weren't doing anything crazy. We just, your road's not that busy, or it wasn't that
No.
busy, man. I don't know why he was being like that.
That's just because he's one of them dudes. He had a point to prove. Yeah. It's funny. Nevertheless, but most all of them are pretty good. I didn't know that guy. He was a younger kid. Oh, but anyway, I mean, it's weird how that happens, man. You do drastically change, man. And I was talking to, I know a lot of the people that run, go to that church over there. Yeah, but I don't see them regularly because I don't go to that church. We ran into each other, had a conversation about Carnivore because, I think I was pretty small when I was over there, but I've never been the size I am now. And that was 20 years ago, nearly. But they saw me get up to my biggest, and now here it is. I guess I do look kind of weird to them. I look weird to me most days.
Yeah, you're less than half a person, right? So it'd be like compared to what you were. So yeah.
Yeah.
The whole damn town probably thinks you're on drugs.
I know, right? Well, and I do. I mean, if you do look at it from the outside, the situation,
Right.
This guy, he's at home all day, every single day. He goes to sleep and he comes out smaller than he went in. Like
This boy's got a problem, Harold.
but something's going. I mean, he drills every freaking day. What's wrong with this guy? What is he doing to never leave home like that?
Right.
That's hilarious. But I mean, that's true. You're never gonna make sense to a lot of people. They're gonna see the decisions and the way. If you're really serious about changing your life, there's some decisions you got to make and some stuff you got to do that's gonna make you look weird to people who don't understand it.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm.
I mean, So I mean, a lot of those things, I'm glad I changed them, and I'm glad I am never going back to living how I used to accept some of that stuff. You know what I mean? That's huge, bro. But you are going to be misunderstood. A lot of people aren't going to get it. One guy thought somebody asked where was the quote. I'll pop it up because I was thinking about it. She says, Sean, what does your workout consist of these days? I basically, right now, I'm in a challenge, and I do 2 45-minute-a-day workouts, which right now is just still walking. I did go to the gym. There's a gym that I've been lifting weights in. I got to get the card from the guy and pay the membership, but I mostly just walk. And like Kip was talking about earlier, there's a church, not the one I was referring to as well, but it's got a hill, like all the way. It's built on a hill, so you can literally walk the hill and just be walking around the church, which is why I do that, so it's not flat. You're on an incline or whatever the whole time you're walking for 45 minutes 2 times a day. And that's basically what I've been doing. And I could tell a difference in my strength and lifting and all those things pretty quickly, but either way, I think you can get pretty much almost where you want to go without working out. Kip, you still running, man?
Well, I took like a week and a half off whenever I was going through all that different stuff or whatever, but I started back Monday. Let's see, today's Friday. I started back Monday. I went Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I haven't Thursday or today, but then I plan to take some time tomorrow to do some more. So I took like 2 days off after kind of starting back, but I took like a week and a half off, and like I don't know, I mean at first I was just like bummed out and everything, but like I actually started like missing it and things like that, and I just feel better when I get out there and move my body. So and then somebody generously donated some like dumbbells to me. So because everybody keeps telling me, hey dude, you're walking and all this other different stuff, and they're like, hey man, you need to start lifting heavy things. And I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea. So somebody sent me some dumbbells, and so now I gotta
Oh, yeah.
start pumping the iron. I guess I gotta get beast mode.
Well, that's what's up. I want to put a gym together, man. Like, but I just been going to a carnivore that I hadn't actually talked to. I talked to him on the phone. Owns the gym right here by the house, and there's not that many carnivores, so it's really cool to have the guy that owns the gym a carnivore too. So I've been going up there and working out some, but I want one at the house so I can go out in the gym, the garage, and do it. I think it'd be easier. What about you, Dave? You doing any workouts lately?
Well, I'm supposed to be starting. I'm supposed to be starting a regimen of daily push-ups, but it hasn't commenced yet.
Nice.
But hopefully, I'll get into it this weekend.
That's what's up.
Gonna try for 100 a day and see how I go.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I got those,
Larry, how about you?
No, I'm not working out right now.
No.
But
No.
I will get there. Yeah, actually, I almost for our anniversary, I was looking at this gym in Simpsonville, Sean, and it's like an upper scale gym that has like a sauna, and you need an actual membership. And because
Yeah.
we used to belong to the YMCA when we lived up north, and that was nice. They had a sauna, jacuzzi, and but they don't have one in this area with those facilities. So I checked this place out. It was like $100 just to sign up, and it was like $78 a month for a couple. And I've always complained about Planet Fitness being $10 a month. So I'm thinking I don't know, but I emailed them and they sent me a where I could make an appointment, like if Cassie and I want to go check out the facility, and we might go do that. But I mean, I'm not sure if we're going to sign up yet, but I've been thinking about it. We have one subscriber, Ocon Dragon. The last 2.5 years, he's been on me. When are you going to start lifting, Lair? When are you going to start lifting? And I know he's right. I mean, I know the benefits are going to be incredible, especially when you're giving your body the proper nutrition.
Oh yeah, the change, man, the change that you can feel so quickly. It's weird because I've started lifting weights, gone for 2 or 3 weeks a couple times in my life, and I would always have the same problem. I would be sore as crap day 2 or 3 and all that, and I got a little sore, but like it's not been a lot. It's nothing comparable to what I remember it being like. I feel like it's just, I don't know, man. It just feels better.
I bought three bicycles 3-4 years ago when we first started the ketogenic diet. They were sat in the garage. Cassie and I rode them a couple times. The tires went flat. They sat in the garage so long. Pull them back out like a year and a half later. Inflate the tires, clean them up, ride like twice, then they go back in the garage. And today when I cleaned the garage, I got them out, pumped up the tires. I'm so because we enjoy a bike ride, but we just never stick to it. But we were never on Carnivore before either. So
Yeah,
I think we're gonna start doing maybe a couple rides a week. So
I got 2 stationary bikes sitting in the building out back.
boring.
That's how much we used to work out.
Right.
Yeah. Texas Donna, thank you for the super chat. Y'all,
Hey, Donna.
My skeptical husband is carnivore more than 3 weeks and is sold. We can't believe how great he's doing. I'm thankful for y'all to be the wind in my back, giving me the motivation to support him in this. Absolutely,
Awesome.
Texas Donna. That's awesome. Carnivore yoga.
Congrats.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's huge
Thank,
when your hubby gets on board. Very
oh
cool.
yeah, it's a game changer. Get ready to double your spending in meat a month. That's all I know. I'm not
Yeah, I
bitter.
watched Donna's channel for a while, for a long time now, and I was really excited whenever her husband came on her channel with her and was talking about losing weight. And I could tell just by watching the video that he was very like unsold. He was like, I don't know, but I trust you, but I don't really know about this because it
Mm-hmm.
sounds so different than what he's used to. We've all been there. And so I'm glad that he's really getting good results because I mean, it is changing a lot of people's life. If you, that's the thing. If we could just get people to try it, that's the thing. If we could just get them to try it, then they will see.
Oh, absolutely. It's doing it. It's doing it. 100%. Thank you for the super chat. Let's see here. Kel says all this banning may have to move channels to a different platform. Yeah, there's no telling what's going on with that. I don't know about that. I think we're already on. I'm already on Rumble. I mean, I don't know where else I would go. I do YouTube, do Rumble, do I do Twitter. I do Instagram, but I can't figure out how to get my thing to stream to there. So one day. What about you guys? Y'all on Rumble yet?
No, you're supposed to show me how to do it, man. Remember?
Oh well, I'll come
I
down
just
there and I'll come
right.
down there and give you this daggum cold you gave me back, and then I'll show you also how to do
No,
the Rumble, man. Just
I
set
do
it
want to get
up.
our stuff on Rumble. According to Sean, it's pretty easy. You set it up to
Mm-hmm.
where they automatically download for you. You know your whole library.
Mm-hmm.
Takes a while, right? You said, but eventually they
Yeah,
all get on there.
all my videos still aren't on there. It's still uploading. It's been 2 months, so I don't know. I don't
Wow,
know. Yeah,
that's
I mean,
crazy.
I guess, and I don't have. I guess because they're long live videos, a lot of them. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
and then I mean, all the only other thing we're on is Instagram, really, and then our Facebook group. But you know, but yeah, there
I'm
you
only
know
I'm
that
only on YouTube and Instagram. I mean, I thought about getting on something like Rumble or whatever, but the thing, and I might eventually do it, but like right now, I just don't know how I'm gonna find the time because I'm pretty stretched thin right now.
right. Well, that's the thing, though. If you upload a video and it automatically uploads it to Rumble,
Yeah.
pretty streamlined. I still got to look into it because I don't keep a backup of all our video library. I just finally said screw it. I didn't have enough space and it's hard to keep track of. So like a lot of our
Mm-hmm.
older stuff, if it got deleted off YouTube, I don't have the originals. Which so I'd like to back them up on Rumble for sure.
I don't
Oh,
have all of my stuff when I first started, like my channel, but I did when I got this new computer. I got like a SD thing or something like that has storage, like a couple terabytes of storage. And right now I'm storing as much as I can on that. And then I guess once it gets full, then I'll just have to invest in another one, another SD card to like back it up that way.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry, guys, just to jump in, I'm gonna have to jump off at the moment. We've got a lot of running around here because of getting ready for ballet practice for a recital tomorrow. So I need to get involved in the action here. So apologies for that. And
Take
I'll
care,
see you in a
Dave.
couple of weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers,
yeah, man.
guys.
We'll see you soon.
Later,
Take
Dave.
care, brother. Good to see you,
So-
man.
So the truth be
Absolutely.
told, they're dragging him off to jail right now.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right, man. I told y'all did it again.
Yeah,
Kip,
you can
that's
see
all
it.
your
You can
fault.
see it in his eyes. No.
Kip, will you please answer Miss Jeanette? She wants to know meat question. When you go to cook or smoke a steak or whatever, do you rinse the meat off first? I wasn't sure if it would matter for health or taste. Thanks.
Well, I don't never rinse the meat off. Like I feel like you get a better tasting product in the end. Also, you're really not supposed if you're rinsing meat off, that usually means you're rinsing it down the sink. And technically, you're not supposed to do that because that's a sanitary thing. Stuff gets clogged up in your sink and stuff. Like if you had a restaurant, you're not supposed to like cut open the package of meat and pour the like blood or whatever down the sink. You're supposed to like, store that stuff and throw it away, but not put it down a sink. So I never rinse off meat whenever I'm gonna do it. You want that extra little bit of moisture as much as possible. That way, if you are putting a rub on it, it'll stick better anyway.
Yeah, for years I washed my chicken, and then I saw a chef. It was maybe 4 or 5 years ago. A chef was saying that that's actually wrong. Like Kip said, don't rinse your chicken. Just throw it on the grill, cook it, because you usually contaminate your entire kitchen when you rinse it. And most people say, or most people don't have the wherewithal to keep everything clean. So he says it's not a problem at all. So, but I've never washed my beef. Have you, Sean?
Never. I would never put soap on my. Nah.
Soap.
Like soap on the meat, man. Whatever good
Well,
nutrients are in it, it's
I
gonna
don't think
wash
she's
out.
talking about. I don't think she's talking about soap.
I know. I'm just messing. I'm messing
Oh,
with you.
yeah, you are.
No, but seriously, I mean, honestly, no, I haven't. Honestly, when I get the meat, I watch them butcher it up right there, stack it up. I bring it home. I throw it on the grill straight like that. I don't rinse it,
Right.
nothing
You
like
get
that.
home, turn on YouTube, watch a Carnivore Quest video on how to cook it, then you throw it on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. That's what's up. It's the best, man.
Somebody said they're sending Dave some bail money.
Yeah, we gonna have to. Carnivore, what's up, Steve? It's good to see you, brother. Um, have you found there's an optimal amount of time between your last meal of the day and going to bed? Like for me, I would not go. I try to my best not to eat within 4 hours of going to bed, laying down to go to sleep. I don't want to, the whole time I was dropping weight last year, for the majority of the time, it was like that. The only time I would eat something late within 4 hours of going to bed, I would have a little bit of just straight butter if I was just, my stomach was growling and I just couldn't get food off the brain or whatever. But other than that, no, I try my best. Definitely, I sleep better. If I don't, I'm gonna be up, indigestion or something, laying down. What about you, Larry? Have you noticed that?
No, I try not to eat like after 5 or 6 now. For a
Mm-hmm.
long time, I would only eat one meal a day, and sometimes it'd be 9 o'clock at night. Sometimes it'd be
Yeah.
5 in the afternoon. So, but I pretty much made the effort to get 2 meals a day in, and my last meal is around 5 or 6. So sometimes we go a little later, but not really. And I seem to sleep best that way. Kip, by you, man.
Um, I mean, I'm kind of like y'all. I try to eat supper around 6 o'clock, and I usually go to bed at like 10 o'clock. Sometimes it's 11 o'clock, but you know, except for on nights like tonight, like when we have our live stream, there's sometimes, because I got to get on here to talk with y'all, and then I'm getting home from work later in the evening, and I might be busy with my daughter or something. So sometimes I just end up having to skip supper then, and then after the live stream, I'm eating supper at like, we get off here at like 10 o'clock at night. Well, in Alabama time, so I might eat supper at 10:30 at night and then go straight to sleep, and it hasn't killed me yet. It's probably not the best thing in the world to do that, but I do sleep pretty good on those nights, honestly. After I eat me a big old piece of steak or something and then go right to bed, but I wouldn't recommend everybody to do that. It just happens sometimes.
Nice. Oh, thank you for the super chat there, brother. And thank you as well. You have to look me up in shorts. Love you bunches. Yeah, absolutely appreciate it. We'll definitely have to do it, man. Like I said, I've probably seen some of your stuff, man. I tell you, the other thing that gets me is the Instagram. If you're on the Instagram, I'll get to watching those reels and just scrolling through there whenever I have time. And I don't know what all channels it's on. Sometimes I have to go back and find stuff, but I know when it's Carnivore Quest, Larry and Cassie and Carnivore Kip, them dudes. I
Right.
recognize them.
That's right, because you're a warrior.
He's good.
Real good.
Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. And Carnivore Stew, my channel is based on what I eat daily. Nice. That'd be like, if I did that, bro, it would be the most boring show ever. It would just be ribeye and butter and eggs every day. And no, I mean, honestly, it's fun. It's freeing. Oh, me. Thanks for the super chat, brother. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Dave, he took off, man. I am starting to wonder about him. You think I should send him a text message?
You need bail money, man.
What's the code word if you need bail money? You know. Oh me. Have any of y'all changed up your macros? I upped my protein and lowered my fat. Oh man, see, I mean I don't check my macros. I actually upped my fat, and now I'm upping my fat and my protein. But what about you, Larry? You track your macros any at all?
We have at different times, but the last adjustment I made was just eating some more fat. But no, some people like to track their macros, especially if you're working out and stuff. But it's one of the reasons we got off keto, because it was kind of a pain in the butt. But there are different times on the channel, whether we're doing a certain challenge or, where we've kept track of them. So nothing wrong with it, if it interests you. And some people, it helps keep them on track, Kip?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna do a video just for you, Christopher, about what I think about tracking macros.
I see the wheels turning on Kip.
Yeah, like there's a video in the back of my mind, so I don't know when that video is gonna pop off, but y'all be ready when you see a video
talk to
about
Jamal
macros.
about it. You better talk to Jamal about that video.
I do want to say to Christopher, though, Lily Kane's got a really good video. Look up Lily Kane, track your macros, and she had us on the channel plus like 15 other people. And I'm not saying it's cool because we're on there, but all these people have different reasons for like tracking their macros and the different ways they do it. She's got like Dr. Chafee on there, Kelly Hogan, a bunch of people. And it's real interesting to see everybody. It's maybe like a 15-minute video, but so it's like rapid fire. You hear everybody's perspective on it. It's a great video. So that'll probably help you out.
That's what I'm talking about.
I got an idea for that.
I tracked my macros and then I slipped.
So supplements, I don't know, like I don't use any supplements at all other than electrolytes. You guys?
Cassie and I bought when we first started Carnivore, we bought what were they? It's like a multivitamin, daily multivitamin for men, and then for her for women. We took them like for a week, and then we forgot. I think we still have them in the bathroom. That's how me and her roll. So no, other than electrolytes, which really aren't supplements, but yeah, Kip.
I mean, if you count vitamin D3 and K2, I take that. I just take that, and then Element. Someone sent me that, and I've been using it. I don't take the Element every single day, not because I don't want to, but I'm forgetful. Sometimes I forget to take it, but whenever I'm thinking about it, I take the Element and I take the vitamin D3 and K2, and that's pretty much it.
And Carnivore said that is what it is, showing others how easy it is to be carnivore. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. That's what it's all about. I mean, I try to tell people all the time, like, at the end of the day, I don't think you need a lot of the things that people are talking about when it comes to, as far as do I personally think you need coaching? No. I think it's a great resource. I think it's an amazing thing. I think it's a huge thing that can really help a lot of people. Do you have to have it to get this done? I didn't. and you don't either, necessarily. It's not like it's a requirement. There's so many different things, man, that people just, you know, need to hear, over and over and over, and understand, because we've been lied to for so long by so many different people, right? And that's the whole message. The things that we've been told don't work. The things that we want, we can have. So, thanks. Appreciate the super chat, brother. I mean, 5 years ago, if you'd have told me I could eat all meat and see the kind of changes in my body and my everything else, I would have laughed. I thought you were crazy. What about you guys? I mean, you think 10 years ago you guys would have believed you could do this just eating meat? I mean,
No.
I mean,
No.
the
It was like 8 years ago when we first tried Atkins, and we had our first taste of low carb, and we both felt great. We didn't stick to it, but we felt a lot better. It's been a 7-year learning journey, and we finally, I feel like we have it, we figured it out finally, that you just need meat, you don't need carbohydrates, and your body will get all the nutrition it needs. So it's, I still try and tell people in my private life, that have to lose some weight, I'm going to give this a try, and it's just like, it's so unappealing because most people don't want to give up their bread. And I totally understand that, and it's the one, you do have to make some sacrifices, but if you really, there are times when you reflect inward and you say to yourself, man, I'm eating some delicious food here. Once you get sick of it and get past that, you're eating delicious, real food every day. And it's a very simple way to go, Any thoughts, Kip?
Yeah, well, I had a video pop up on my Facebook like from 2018, and that because I forgot when I had first found out about keto. I knew that I had found out about it before the C word, but I didn't know when it was. But so it was in 2018 where I had first tried keto, and so before that, you wouldn't have even convinced me that keto would work. I would have thought that you were crazy for even trying that, or all that fat and all that stuff. And so, I mean, if I wouldn't have believed keto, there's no way I would have believed carnivore. That would have been absurd, to my level of understanding or whatever. And so fast forward till like last year, I mean, I'd kept hearing Dr. Barry talk about it and stuff like that. And I mean, he knows how to make a believer out of you. He's very, very convincing. And so that's the reason I decided, man, I need to do something crazy. I need to do something drastic. And I tried it, and I'm glad I did. Cause I mean, I know it sounds bizarre. I had somebody at work today, like when I was standing in line, cause I got bacon for breakfast at work. And, whenever I was getting the bacon, I got like 9 pieces of bacon, and he was standing beside me, and he sees me all the time. He knows that I've lost 100 pounds this year, but he looked at me like I was crazy, and he's like, dude, you're gonna kill yourself with all this cholesterol. He said, I bet your cholesterol is sky high. I said, buddy, the last thing I'm worried about is cholesterol. And he said, but man, like if you go to the doctor, everything's going to be jacked up. And I said, I got the best blood work I've got in my life this year. And I've reversed type 2 diabetes, and I started naming all the things. And he's just like, but man, dude, cholesterol. And I'm like, I think that's the biggest lie that doctors have ever told anybody. And I just walked off. And it honestly felt good because, like, I mean, the proof is in the pudding, and I'm getting the results. And I try to be nice, but like, at the same time, like I've always been like try to be on reserve about it. But when people constantly come at you about stuff, sometimes you're just like, you know what? I'm gonna just tell you, there's another way. And because everybody's okay preaching low calorie and all this other stuff, and so sometimes I'm just like, you just need to tell somebody.
Yeah,
I don't want to go on a rant.
And I do want to mention, you are killing it. You remember
Appreciate it.
today is the 24th Friday night, aka Saturday night, also sometimes Thursday. But this the 24th episode, 24th time we have met like this, and it started with just me and Kip, and then moved out, and now we got all these guys, well, me, you, Dave, and Larry that meet together every Friday, man. And what have you learned over the last 24 weeks, Kip, about this
What
helped
have
you in your
I learned
journey?
over the past 24 weeks?
Yeah. What
Um,
have you learned since starting out lives on YouTube that helped you with Carnivore, man?
the lives really helped me with the accountability and just being able to learn how to, speak to everybody. Because like I was super nervous. If you go back, me and you both went back a while back and watched our first live, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was all over the place. You was probably nervous too. Like I could hear it in my
Mm-hmm.
voice and everything. But it's good to get out here and share this message. And it people need to know. People need
Yeah.
to know about Carnivore, and and I've just learned a lot from the live stream that like in the videos that's one thing, but in the live streams you can really connect with a lot of people because there's a lot of back and
Yeah.
forth talking. Like I'm in the live
Mm-hmm.
stream over here talking to different people while we're in the chat, and it's harder to do
Mm-hmm.
that whenever you're just having videos and waiting on them to comment back. So I mean, you
Yeah.
really get to have a lot of connections and also get to know each other better. I mean, think about how much our friendships have grown since that first live stream. Like,
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, you had me at your house and I ate ribeyes. And
Right.
if we'd have never did that live stream, that maybe would have never happened. So I'm thankful for it.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, that's how I feel, and we both kind of got to give credit to this dude right here. I mean,
Absolutely.
he basically started. He was doing it a long time ago, and whenever I stumbled into this community, it was his group. I found his group before I found the YouTube channel. To honestly, he knows that. I guess I'm that guy that
Do
stumbled
you,
into the group.
do you remember, Sean, when you were trying to get me to do lives? You started your YouTube channel and you
Mm-hmm.
found StreamYard and you're like, come on, man, come and do it live with me. And I'm like, nah. Yeah, and I told you because Kip had just started his channel. I said, reach out to
Mm-hmm.
Kip. And then you guys hooked up and started, which I thought was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So you can thank me, Kip, for this
I
great
didn't know
ride.
that I didn't know that you told him that. So I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It's like, do you
That's
remember that,
cool.
Sean? I remember I was in my backyard and we were
Mm-hmm.
talking on the phone. And because I wasn't ready to do them yet. I hadn't had StreamYard set up, and
Well,
we
and
don't we
I
don't
had
do a
no
lot of
intentions
lives.
of doing this every week. At the time, it wasn't until me and Kip
Right.
hooked up, and I was like, man, this
And
is
then
I would have,
it evolved
yeah,
into this. Right. But
yeah,
like you
it
guys
just
initially hooked up.
evolved, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
Sure
cool.
enough,
Mackenzie
I
said she
watched.
blames Larry for the bromance.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I stumbled in there and I was like, let me check this guy out. Larry might be full of crap and telling me this guy's all right and he's not. I'm going to check him out. And I watched that video and I was like, Larry, come on now. I crossing my fingers. And sure enough, he's like, Abigail is my reason. And like, I was like, dude, you got me on that. The first
Right.
one, I
Is
was like,
that
this my dude.
I think that's around the time I did that video, 8 smaller YouTube channels you never heard of.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was around that time. And that's
Yeah,
right when
and I got more advice from Larry than I did because I don't never reach out to a lot of channels. Like normally, people either reach out to me or either I just don't talk to them. But I actually did talk to Larry some when I first started my channel and like got pointers on, hey, how to make this video or how to do that or how do I set up this and stuff like that. So I appreciate it, Larry. I appreciate you giving me the pointers, and you've always had an open door with me and said, hey, you can ask me anything anytime or whatever. So it's cool that you're not just focused on just growing your audience and not caring for other people. That's really cool, man.
I appreciate that. Well, I've always had that, the philosophy all boats rise with the tide.
Hmm.
But anybody that knows our story and everything knows I have a hard time getting close to people for trust issues. And, I'm close with Sean, I'm close with you, Kip, and I consider myself close with Dave. And once you're in with me, you're in. I'd probably kill for you.
Uh-huh.
But it's like, I keep people at a distance. So, I mean, you haven't seen Carnivore Quest on many people's live streams. We stick to ourselves. So yeah, I appreciate
I'm
that.
ready too, brother. Whenever we need to go.
Right.
My dude, somebody done got on you today, hadn't they, bro? Like
Yeah.
he done got it. My man done had his knife ready today.
Yeah, he did.
No, but yeah, dude, it is really awesome how things work out, man, and everything. I say the same thing, Kip. Like, I'm not gonna let you get away from that. Like Larry, he would give me pointers all the time, but I would come to him with every one of my Larry had to single handedly deal with me behind the scenes for over a year before everybody in YouTube, YouTube, Facebook land, and all that stuff started happening. Like,
It was brutal.
I was setting you up as best I could with that one.
Oh, yeah.
Because like,
I
all of the
was
crazy ideas that was coming into my head, and I would send you messages all the time.
I was
Like,
your accountability.
Yeah,
I was your
it was.
accountability, and you trusted
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
And because you were at a point in your life where you weren't out talking to people. When you came over to our house, you said you hadn't been to anybody else's house in years.
Yeah,
You
it's
were
been
very
a long
much
time.
a recluse. So you once you started trusting me, I became your accountability, and it worked out.
So
But you did
it's
all the
not
work.
just.
You
Oh
know.
yeah. Well, yeah, but I mean, it makes the job a whole. That's what I tell people in the group now. I'm like, it makes the journey so much easier, even though the load is as heavy as the load is going to be, no matter what. Having more people to distribute the load to helps everybody. Community is huge, and we're not meant to do life alone. And you never know how that's going to work out. You're never going to see all the answers and everywhere that you can go with it. But man, the journey is huge, and doing it together with other people, man. Because there was a long time I looked at life like I need to figure it out on my own, do my own thing. You know, like I need to figure it out. There's something wrong with me if I can't do it all by myself mentality. And you get caught up in doing that a lot and not understanding the value of why you were put on this earth with other people to, do it with. Then that's stepping in the wrong direction. You gotta understand isolation is huge, and having that community with people, learning to trust people, and build lives. You're missing out so many opportunities when you don't do that.
That's what's so cool about the friendships that we've all gained from all this. Because I mean, there's a lot of other live streams out there, or whatever. There's not a lot of them that will go to war for you, like what Larry was talking about. There's not a lot of
Mm-hmm.
them that like get that closeness or whatever and feel like like I ain't patting myself on the back, but I just drove like 7 hours to go hang out with you and Larry and all of y'all, and the reason I did that is because like his channel means a lot. I wouldn't have just did that for every channel out there, because when I first started, it was his and a couple others that I actually connected with more of like, because there's a lot of those doctor channels and those are great, but I needed to see a channel that was focused on like that had actually been there, that had been obese and struggled with all those health issues and stuff like that. And there wasn't a lot of that even when I started, which was way after he started. And so I needed that, and I recognized early on that like they was the real deal. And I felt that with you, Sean, too. And when I've seen that video of whenever you first, because I checked you out too whenever you was talking about doing a live stream, I was like, I gotta check this dude out because he's pretty, like he wants to do this live stream. And so I seen that video of the you walking, and then I was like, and then I seen the interview that Larry had you over at his house and did the interview with you. And I was like, this is the guy that's lost this much weight or whatever and is wanting to do this. Like, I've got to talk to this guy. And
Yeah.
man, I'm glad we made it happen. Look what it's becoming. And if
Oh,
for people
man.
that's watching the live stream, if y'all can't tell by watching this that we're actually all real friends and have each other's back, y'all missing the point of this live stream, because it's not just to grow our channels, it's to grow our friendships and to grow connections.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's absolutely. I mean, that's what this time really is, man. That's why we have other people on. Obviously, I think having up to a certain point, you know. But I mean, we jihad. There we go with the jihad again. That's my southern slang term, I guess. You know, we get together, we vibe well, we jihad, whatever words you want, whatever adjective you want to put in there to describe whatever this is. Like, just hanging out and doing life together and sharing it with everybody who jumps in with us, man. Answering the questions when we can and having a good time, man. Just showing it's a picture of being able to do, you know, an example, I guess you say.
Yeah, and you're definitely not going to grow your channel doing live streams. It's a very, very hard way to grow your channel. For those of you who are starting a channel, your channel's not going to grow if all you do is live streams. So, got to make some videos. You know, just a little advice. You know, like Kip's talked about. You know, we're not on here trying to grow our channel. No, we come on here to have a good time. Yeah, that's all. And hang out with you guys, answer some questions.
And it's so many good ones, man. Like, I'm telling you, so many good folks jumping in, so many good people, and I mean there's a lot of stuff out there, man. You know, people could be watching, but they're here with us. Some of you guys are here every single week, man, and that's awesome.
And what's really cool is it's like we do this on Friday night, and there's people that spending their Friday night hanging out with us. And sometimes I get to thinking, like, some of those people that are watching, they might not have anybody that lives with them. They might live home alone. They, you know, their spouse could have passed away. All these different things, like, and you know that I mean, there's people that get enjoyment out of watching this and feel that connection. So I'm glad that people, you know, hang in there with us and enjoy watching this.
What is that? What like how what? Maybe we need to find a way to take carnivore or diet out of the video channel name.
I don't know what he means about that yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought
I'm not
maybe I was misreading it. I have had a cold, so.
Well, I do whenever I'm like in some of my videos, like I'll say the word carnivore diet or I'll put carnivore diet in the title, and there's people that will rip me a new one because they say, don't call it carnivore diet, it's not a diet. And I'm like, I know what you're trying to say, but like for YouTube or whatever, it seems like sometimes if you put carnivore diet, which is a topic, in the video, it actually helps it go to more people. And
it's a quest.
Yeah, he says
it's not a diet.
Yeah, it's a quest. I get it, but I mean at the same time, I mean sometimes I feel like it just, I don't know, it helps it get to an audience.
Well, of course it does. Yeah, man. I mean,
people don't understand that in the comment section.
No, they don't understand. You spend 9 hours making a video too, and then all they do is bitch about it. You know, I mean, there's always jerks out there. You know, where 99% of people love it. Oh, great job. You know, but then you have, you know, I think we even got a couple in here now.
Am I sounding like quiet tonight or what?
No, actually, your volume's spot on.
I like the way it sounds.
Usually, you're blaring.
Really? They keep telling me to turn it up. Like I hope they. I don't know, man. It's on either way, low or high. It's on auto adjust. So
yeah, now it sounds. I mean, perfect.
I like the way it sounds right now.
Cool. I just didn't know if it was low or high.
Oh, Texas Donna said he meant to go around the algorithm. Oh, okay. That's what that dude was talking about.
To go around. Yeah, I'm so far behind. I was like, take carnivore. Why would anybody want to take carnivore out? Leave it. Yeah,
Appreciate
leave
you
it
clearing
in.
that up, Donna, because at first I think Sean was like, "What's this boy all about?" And then I was like, "Yeah,
I was like,
yeah."
why would anybody want to take carnivore out, man? Put it in.
Well, I thought it was because we weren't really talking about the carnivore diet. Like, what's this live stream about? Yeah, that's how I
This
was taking it, and I was kind of getting fired up. But
we talking about what I want to talk about. How about that?
right, no, but they didn't mean that.
No.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, no,
Donna.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I get it. Like she cleared it up. That's cool. I agree, man. I mean, it's crazy that like Lily Kane and I had that conversation about the algorithm. What you got to put on there to get your video seen, man. Get it clicked on. A lot of it has to do with psychology and the thumbnail. And I mean, you could research yourself into a corner with all that stuff, man.
I'm just gonna
You
say
really,
it. I think I've said it to you guys before. I'm gonna say it to the audience. That last video I did on the porch, I sat down, talked about COVID. I recorded that in about 11 minutes. It took me like 40 minutes to edit, uploaded it. First day, 14,000 views. 2 weeks ago, I spent 35 hours editing a video, and I think it hasn't even broke 5,000 views, or it's got like, I don't know, 48. So if you are doing YouTube, it's got to be a labor of love. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say that didn't irritate me. You know what I mean? This little thing that took me nothing to produce, did awesome. And I put almost 40 hours into this other project, and it didn't do well. So don't get discouraged. That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah,
And put carnivore diet in the title if you can, because that does help.
absolutely. That's what's up.
I said to Cassie that video on the porch was number one out of our last 10 as far as performance. Like for the first 24 hours. I'm like, are you kidding me? What a joke. It pissed me off. She's like, well, it's number one. You should be. I'm like, no, that just pisses me off.
That's just one more example, dude. Like I swear, I'm
Right.
editing a video right now, but like that's one more example of you can be doing every single thing right that you needed to do and not get the response. That doesn't mean that what you're doing is broke or not right. You just got to stick with it and watch it
And,
happen.
and it's not like I don't appreciate everybody watching that porch video. It's just, all the time into the other video, it's like, I made this for you guys. I can't wait for you to see it. And then, so appreciate you guys watching the boring porch video.
Larry, I know y'all probably get tired of me talking about like how busy I am, and it's hard to take the time to edit videos like I would like. I have to choose to get the videos out. I have to edit less. And I had a similar situation as you the other day, but not to the 35 hour, or anything like that. Because normally I'll film a video within 30 minutes and then spend 30 minutes getting it on the computer and getting it edited and stuff like that. And it takes about an hour just to upload because my Wi-Fi is slow. So, within that hour to 2 hours, I'll have the video up. Well, I thought I was going to be fancy the other day and make a video. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to add an extra hour. I have a little bit of spare time. I'm going to add an extra hour or even 2 hours. So I probably put 2 extra hours in that video. That video done worse than my other videos.
Yeah.
And it was the one that just came out yesterday. I was like, I'm just going back to not even taking time and just being myself and turn the camera on. I think I'm going to stop even making thumbnails. I think I'm going to just post a picture of me and just go.
Yeah. That's why it's a couple of, it's just a labor of love, I enjoy editing. I enjoy creating something like that, but it's always those top 10 videos that I do. Those are always 30 to 40 hours of editing, but not all our videos. Usually they average 6 to 7 hours. But you're working full time, man. There's a difference where I'm more of my income comes from YouTube, so you got to remember that.
Yeah.
I'm just doing lives. I don't even want to talk about editing a video. I've got. Oh my gosh.
We're not going to cut you no slack until we see a video out there.
I I know, man. I could do it. I've got so many ideas, and then they don't meet up sometimes to what I want them to be, and I kind of just end up deleting the whole.
Well, you
thing and
just heard
starting
it
over.
from me and Larry tonight. It's gonna be the video that you don't put much work in that actually does.
I know. I should just post it like it is right now without the edits.
Yeah, it would
Like,
probably get
just post the
100,000
raw
views.
content. Oh, I guarantee you.
You just put,
Oh,
I
my God.
told him recently, just put your before and after picture on the thumbnail and say, here's what I ate every day to lose 250 pounds. That video will do
Yeah.
awesome. You know what I mean? Here's what I ate every day. And
Hold on,
then,
let me write that down real quick. No.
yeah, you could use that idea once you get down to your goal weight. So will I. You
Yeah.
know, but
Right?
there you go.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
it is
100,000
good
views right
stuff.
there.
Right? I guarantee it, man. I need to do it, but you know, I
Because
spend a lot of time doing the research for this stuff and trying to, or not. When I say research, I mean like in figuring out people and calling people, talking to people, scheduling people, all that stuff.
I
So-
I want to tip my hat to you because all the interviews you have done, that's
Right.
another kind of work. You know,
Oh,
I know how much, like when you had Dr. Baker and when you had Dr. Barry, I know how much time you put in behind the scenes of preparing for that. So that's a whole, you know, that's a whole different route to go. And
yeah.
you know, I do. I've told you the whole time, man. It's like a great job, you know, because you were working
Oh,
full
yeah.
time too, and that's when you right around the time you started working. Damn.
Yeah, bro. I mean, it's been amazing, man. I do like the editing videos, but like it's hard whenever I see my edited video and I look at your edited video, I forget that this guy has immense skills with editing videos. Like he does things that'll blow your mind, and it takes somebody making a video to understand some of the things that you do, and it's like it's really good. And I'm like, my goodness, I just sit there. I guess it's the comparison thing, but like I don't even look at it like that. I think of it as growing, man. You know, because there is so much that you've already done in this time, man, and
Yeah,
reached.
you know, the thing I try to
It's
improve on,
huge.
we're all still improving. I mean,
Oh
the
yeah.
thing I try and improve on is pacing, you know, the pacing of the video, because you know, there's a lot of people in our niche who just sit down in front of the camera and talk. And Kip, that's not all you do, but there are people that's all they do. And I you know just try and be a little different than that and pace it differently, you know, a little quicker. Lily Kane's really good at that. Her and her husband Bryce, because he does
She
a lot of
jumping
like
around.
right, and just the pacing of her video, you know, the cuts and the edits, you know, and it's really engaging. And I know like he takes care of all their Instagram stuff, you know, all their reels. He does all that editing, and those things are the bomb.
Dude, they are killer at it.
They're a good team. I'll tell you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, and the thing is, I appreciate people who will challenge people. You know, like because like sometimes that's what you need is a challenge, right? Like I mean, you can only hear the same thing over and over so many different ways. But like I appreciate people who are doing that, but they're also challenging and expecting more out of people. You know, giving them truth like that. You know, I appreciate that. I like that. That's something that reaches me. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and they do a good job of stuff like that.
For sure.
I pop this one up. Kenny D, thanks, man. Appreciate the super chat. Thanks for all you guys do for the carnivore people. Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate you. Annabelle, the happy carnivore super sticker. Thank you for the super sticker. And thank you for being so happy.
Yeah. You don't meet too many bummed out carnivores.
For real.
My best video got snowed in the ones that are off the cuff. Boom. Yeah, that's usually how it goes, carnivorous dude.
Yep.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Have any of you had issues with low energy upon waking up? Larry, what about you, man? Anything?
No, not really. I mean, the only time really is like if I'm abusing myself the night before, staying up late, editing a video. And then, say I have 4 or 5 hours sleep, take me a little longer to wake up. But for the most part, no. Usually I get up, within 10, 15 minutes, I'm raring to go. So, Kip,
Well, I was hoping when I started Carnivore, because I heard all these people talking about energy. I was hoping that whenever I started Carnivore, because I've never been a morning person, like I've always hated getting up in the mornings, and I was like, man, if I start Carnivore, I'm probably gonna bounce out of bed. I still don't bounce out of bed. I mean, I wake up like old grumpy grizzly bear out of hibernation and everything, and I slowly get up and I get moving. But after like 10, maybe 15 minutes or so, I'll start, getting going good and everything. But it's from that point on for the rest of the day is the best it's ever been in my life. Like, it's just gotten better and better and better. And sometimes you forget about it, but for people that used to struggle with like the shakes from diabetes and dealing with like they would eat tons of carbs and then they would crash, and tons of carbs and crash. Sometimes you forget what that felt like before, but whenever I cheated, I was reminded of what it felt like, because it instantly felt like somebody just throwed a bunch of like tar on me or like glued me to the ground, and I felt stuck. And so being on Carnivore gives me energy throughout the day, but it hasn't been like just in the morning I'm just boom jumping and ready to go. It takes me a little bit to get going regardless.
Man, when I wake up, I have the most energy, especially when I started walking. When I got to the point where I could start walking, it was like hitting a superpower or something. Whenever I feel amazing when I work out, that's never been the problem. I think everybody would know that if you did work out, you would feel better. I had the same problem everybody else had, and that's making myself get up and go do it. I had to get right in my head, But like, as far as the waking up early stuff, usually the dawn effect's real, and you're gonna wake up. Your blood sugar's trying to wake you up, so you're gonna be low energy and probably feel like crap during that time. Sometimes, especially till your insulin and blood sugar stabilizes.
Cassie and I have thrown around the idea of not touching our phones for a couple hours when we wake up. And we haven't implemented it, but we were just talking about it this last week, a couple times actually. Just like when we wake up, put our phones like up on the mantle of the fireplace, and don't touch them until noon or whatever. So see how that goes.
There's probably something to that whole blue light. I mean, I don't know, man. Bart K talks about it. Bob talks about it. There's no doubt that all these lights and devices and microwaves and everything else, TVs, whatever, all that stuff doesn't affect your circadian rhythm or whatever, So, I mean, maybe there is something to that, getting away from that phone, putting it down, don't watch it all the way up till going to bed. Dude, I'm the worst. I'll put my buddy S.K. Murray from, he's got some videos, like, certain frequencies, and go to sleep listening to videos every night. It's all a shame.
Especially, I mean, when you're most of your income is social media. It's like the first thing you do, is to get on there, and it's like, nah, gotta pull back from that, Brutal.
True that, for sure. It's like a challenge to you. That's what I do to myself. I was telling somebody that I was like, that's one of the things I challenge myself. Like, some days, like, I just try to do hard stuff to myself sometimes to keep me in check, and I'll like set my phone there and have it on vibrate, and like I'll hear it go off and see how long I can wait before I pick it up and look at it. Is that healthy? I don't know. That's the stuff that I do that goes through my head.
Brutal.
I mean, you don't do stuff like that?
Torture myself?
Well, I mean, to me, it's like you're building mental toughness. Like, you're just like denying what you want just to see if you can do it. You know. I
Only
don't know,
only when
maybe.
I walk by the pizza aisle in Walmart, stare at those pizzas and be like, no, not today, sucker.
That's, that's right.
I learned my
Everybody in
lesson
here is
walking by the
awesome.
cheesecake at Walmart.
Thanks,
Oh
man.
I
Lord.
did it a couple times a while back, like whenever I was going through my whole cheating fiasco. I walk. That's how it started. I walked past the aisle and I saw the cheesecake and I saw all the other different desserts, and I was like, man, that looks good. That looks good, and that looks real good.
You
And
know
then
what
I
you,
stood there for like 5 minutes looking at it.
yeah, you know what I like in the what I always looked at was those little tiny mini pies they make, the cherry mini pies in Walmart, and that and the pizza. It's like when we went to Walmart, I just had to stay away from there, man.
Yeah.
When we first started. Crazy.
Man.
It got me at like it didn't get me that day, but the next day I went back there and I was staring at it again, and then it got me. And then and then after that, now I know, like, hey, dummy, don't go stand in front of the cheesecake.
Bro, we'll have to have a concert.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, play us a piano.
I know,
Sean.
man. No, that's not. I can play the piano, but nothing like I could if I own one like that.
Right. See now
No.
there is I think piano music on that, so that's when you should turn the piano music on when somebody asks you that, on the live
Oh yeah,
stream. I think there's
yeah.
some
That's
built into it.
that's
Say
what.
sure,
Yeah,
I'll
that's
play
what I.
some for you.
Yeah, that's what I
Uh,
need to do. And I turn around and play it. Yeah.
right.
If I could get over that far, this a green screen. Like
Just
it'll
use
start
just
messing
use one
up.
hand. Yeah. Just
Yeah, I just be like
yeah, there you go.
You could
middle
put that in one of your
C.
videos when you start making videos. You said you
Yeah.
like challenges, right? So that's a
To play.
challenge, and making a video, that's a challenge. You just
Right.
said you like challenging yourself, so we're waiting on that video.
Oh my goodness! I'm gonna make you a video and send it to you tomorrow, Kip. Don't
All
worry.
right, yeah.
I tell you,
Oh man.
I wish I had put Kip and his little girl on that thumbnail for that video because it would have done a lot better. That sucker hadn't even broke 4,000, Kip. With your mug on there, I should have had you and the sweet little girl with
Yeah,
you.
that's why my videos don't do that good, because I'm butt ugly, man. I need to hurry up and get a six pack in a hurry.
Oh,
I
you're
need to
a
get like Dr. Chafee and start taking videos with my shirt off.
you're a handsome fella.
Do it. Do it. We waiting on that video, Kip.
Yeah. Oh, you waiting on the Speedo video? I don't know how many views that'll get. Oh goodness.
Oh man. Well, I mean, it's crazy, man. And that's the thing. Me and Dave have been coming up with some ideas for a show and videos and stuff, and he's got a lot of good ideas as far as those points too. But like, try to make the video like that's what I tell everybody. Like that ask me, I'm like, first of all, you need to talk to Larry about this because Larry knows I don't. All I'm doing is regurgitating information. If I give you something you need to know when it comes to YouTube. But like honestly, I just think of what I needed and what I wish I had, or the type of interaction that I had, and that's what I try to create. I think that's pretty cool. And it's doing it for a lot of people, man. I mean, there's so many people who literally did find something that changed their life on YouTube, did connect with people, and to a lot of people, you guys are all they have in this journey. They don't have supporters at home, so it really is a big deal, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For me, it's kind of like I look at it like preaching a sermon or something. Like no matter how much studying you doing or whatever, like if you're preaching a sermon, like whatever topic you have, somebody else has probably already preached a topic very similar to that, or maybe even the same thing like 1,000 times. But
Yeah,
you got to remember there's that one person that's watching your video that needs to hear it right now.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
that's what I try to do whenever I make a video, is like I try to just help somebody. I might not have like these awesome answers and know all the medical stuff, but I want to help somebody and tell them, hey, carnivore can work for you. This can happen. you can reverse diabetes. I just tell them things that can happen in their life in my videos. They're not these eloquent things, but it's just trying to help somebody, because there might be one person that's like getting close to like killing themselves with the food that they're eating, that you can reach out and help. That, to me, that's the purpose of making
It,
videos.
and that whole eloquent thing, like, man, that's really overrated, man, because your example is going to speak far much more eloquently than anything that you'll ever say, man. If you go out there and just show them how to do it and show people what's real, I feel like that speaks so much higher, Seeing where you've come since January, and you're literally doing it every week. I mean, yeah, you had your slips. Everybody does. Anybody who says they don't's full of crap. They're lying. They haven't gotten honest with themselves. But truth, everybody knows that, and your true supporters understand that, and they're gonna support you either way. But I mean, you can see even more of your progress because it's been on YouTube every week. Then like even during the time whenever I was doing it, I've got the beginning, a couple in the middle, and basically at the end. I don't have the whole journey, whereas you're documenting almost your whole journey, which is going to be huge. I mean, life changing. To show people.
Yeah, I still got a ways to go though. It's taken me a little bit longer than it took you, bruh. And I have to remind myself to not compare and just let
Speed,
it
man.
run its course.
Yeah, just when you get discouraged or anything, kid, just look at me. Hell, Larry's been stalled for 18 months. Damn, I'm doing all right.
I guess I'm gonna have to like lay hands on you, brother, because like I felt bad too, because when it happened was we were both losing weight, and I was like, I think I was like 40 pounds away from you or something, and I started speaking that on you. I was like, I'm gonna pass you if you ain't careful, and I was being facetious because like in my head,
I told you
there's
were.
no way. No, dude, it happened. I was like,
once you started walking all that, 20,000 steps a day, I just started melting off you. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But
crazy.
I was gonna say to you, Kip, never don't underestimate, the impact you have on people's lives, because people can relate to you so much more than they can on a personal level than like a Dr. Chafee, and we all love Chafee. He's a cool dude.
Oh, me too.
But, most people don't have a body like his. So, the guy looks like a movie star. You know what I mean? And a lot of people cannot relate to that. They can't relate to that at all. I know I'll never have a body like Dr. Chafee. I wouldn't want to put in the work, but so you're helping a lot of people, man, even with your struggles, even when you are slipping, because a lot of people out there, like Sean said, most people are slipping, and you're doing awesome.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
I love you guys.
I love you too, brother.
I love you.
I promise I won't cry now. No.
I know, man. I do feel like it. I feel like crap. I guess it's my day.
Damn.
It takes. Yeah, I know, right?
I pour my heart out, and I was like, I feel like crap.
I do, because I feel so bad right now, and
I know.
I'm like, it's so serious though. I was actually reading the comments. Texas Don and them were talking about Adrian Rogers. I remember listening to him. He used to preach at Bellevue, I think.
One of our favorites.
Yeah, the Golden Tongue Pastors is what they used to call him.
The Prince of Preachers.
The Prince of Preachers. Yeah. Man, he actually very well. I always got his voice confused with Billy Graham, though.
Really?
Yeah.
And you guys want to check out Pastor Charles Lawson? He's out of Tennessee. He's on YouTube. Charles Lawson, Lawson. He's awesome.
Yeah, good stuff, man.
As much weight as Sean's lost, though, when he starts pumping that iron for real, like, you might have you a body like Chafee for real. Like, I mean, you put in the work and everything. I mean, and honestly, us, Larry, like, there's no telling what we'll look like in 5 years. Now, I don't want to be like Arnold Schwarzenegger or anything like that. I probably didn't even say his name right. I'm from Alabama. But I don't want to be like that. I want to be healthy. And
Yeah.
you know, I want to get healthy and everything, but there's no telling what our bodies are naturally going to get like, and especially as we get to our goal weights and start lifting things and moving our body and walking and everything, there's no telling what we'll look like in 5 years.
Oh yeah,
Right.
that's what was so exciting. I'm just curious to see. Like the only thing I'm doing, like I said, I got to get the card. Like I basically know where I'm working now. I just don't have a card to get in and out the door yet. I got to go pay and do the membership thing. But like, it's crazy how much I can. Like my arms are changing and how fast they're changing. And I don't know if that's attributed to just me and the way that I'm doing what I'm doing, or if it's just because I've been eating nothing but meat for a year and a half, like high fat, high protein, just whatever, and that's just how it's going to respond to it.
Yep.
I remember we were at our meetup, Sean, and you started flexing. I'm like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Damn, he's got a gun on him." He's like,
Yeah.
he did. I was like, "Damn, you got to have some muscle to carry around almost 500 pounds." I was
Yeah.
like, that was before you
That's what I'm
started working
saying.
out.
I mean, you think about it. I was carrying around almost 500 pounds, dropped all that weight, and then started working right back out. My muscles, it hadn't been long. Even if I lost a little bit of muscle density or something, like since in the last year, it used to be huge, had to have been huge to carry around all that weight.
Sean, you could still go to the gym because I know I could right now. You could go to the gym on leg day when people are working on their
Dude,
leg workouts, and you could show some dudes up because there's
dude,
people
I was.
in there like trying to pump stuff with the leg presses and everything. Dude, I remember
Mhm.
going to the gym and I would let them put every weight that would fit on the leg machine and just start pumping
Yeah.
it like it wasn't nothing. It's slinging it in the air, and people standing around like, dude, what is this guy doing? And I'm like, do you see what I tote every day? Like this is nothing. So you could
Well,
amaze people.
that's the thing that being growing up a big guy, that's what you learn to use your advantages, use the things that you have to your advantage. Strong legs is something a big guy got.
For
I was the
sure.
same way. So I did actually, I got a video of me. I went in the very first day and I was leg pressing, or what is that machine? It's a machine you sit back on and you push out on your legs. I guess it's for your quads or something, but I was doing 390, 15 reps. Like I don't even weigh close to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
easy. You all that muscle
mhm.
that you built up in them legs, it didn't just vanish.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Did y'all see anything that I missed or anything I need to cover before we wrap it up? I mean, we're already
Um,
over almost an hour and 40 minutes. I had fun, man, but I'm also tired.
yeah, I
Yep.
was trying to make
Uh,
sure we didn't miss any super chats.
yeah.
I don't think you have. Yeah, I don't think so.
I think you're.
Anna says something about why was Sean demonstrate his piano skills. I totally enjoy the brief glimpse into semi-retired barber. So, right, absolutely. If that were a real piano and not a green screen, I would definitely go play it for you. Even though I can't play a whole lot, just a little bit. Absolutely. Man, so obviously, once again, I hope everybody that's watching, from if there's anybody watching or not still from Keto Palooza, hope you guys have fun, give a lot of hugs, shake a lot of hands, and enjoy that time together. Definitely looking forward to the next time. Hopefully, be able to make that as well. Um, you guys have anything else you wanted to say
I
before
just
we
want to
wrap up?
say I really enjoyed tonight, and thank you for all the prayers and well wishes for Cassie and I the last few days.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry we couldn't be at Keto Palooza. It was a real drag. And little plug for tomorrow, we got a video coming out, a recipe video that Cassie put together, and you guys are going to enjoy it. And that should be coming out 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. I haven't decided, somewhere in there. And it's all about that release time, right, guys? But appreciate you guys watching, and hopefully see you next Friday. Kip?
It was a pleasure being on here with y'all. I had a great time, as I always do. Y'all are like family to me, and so this weekend I'm gonna relax a little bit and just I'm not going to eat Little Debbie's or nothing like that, but I'm gonna relax a little bit and watch some football. And I love watching Alabama football and things like that. So I'm gonna do a little bit of that, um and I guess I might do a video at some point this weekend too. I'm probably gonna do I might do a running video, so y'all be looking out for that. If I get time to do it, there's a chance I won't get to till next week. But even if I don't get to, I still need to get out and walk anyway because I didn't yesterday or today, so I definitely need to tomorrow. But anyway, thank y'all for being here with us and enjoying the chat. You got anything, Sean? Or take us out of here.
Oh man, yeah. I just once again thanks everybody for showing up. Appreciate your support. Appreciate all the prayers, everybody. And good to see you guys again. I guess we'll look forward to seeing you guys next week. I know Dave's got to go to the event. He said he's going to try to speak in while he's there, but as far as I know, we'll all be here long as everything goes right and the creek don't rise. We'll see y'all next week. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Like this wherever you're watching it, share it with a family member, and invite somebody to be with you next week. And we'll see you then. Stay strong and keep pushing forward.
Take care.